Oh, yo, what's good, you guys? Episode 10, Frieren. Last episode was amazing, dude. Animation, really freaking top tier. The show's getting really good right now. Uh, yeah, so I mean, only 10 episodes in. I need what, 18 more to go. This one should be a really good one too. We get to see Frieren go off, hopefully. So yeah, let's hop in and just see what happens. Because I mean, this show is just great. I should have been watching this back when it was coming out, dude. This show's freaking awesome. So what's this? Just okay,
Llama?
backstory of Frieren and
You mean master.
Llama.
What is it? Do you really think the way you dealt with them was unfair? Frieren, do you remember Bazalt's final words before he perished? Why would I bother? Their kind only uses words to deceive. Smart girl. They are nothing more than monsters that can imitate the human tongue. I call them demons, and take it from an expert, they are all the same. They don't play fair, so we have no choice but to take their lead and deceive doubly so. If this
Hmm.
could be the secret to exterminating their species, then I will gladly embrace the dishonor it entails.
Uh, it's just interesting to me how like it looks like Frieren picked up lots of just like little quirks and little tendencies from her master, and like now from the last episode, like, it looks like Frieren's doing the same thing, like mimicking. I say Fern or Frieren, like Fern is pretty much mimicking Frieren, like I think like nowadays, because like last episode she was like super calm, collected, like that same expression that Frieren always has, like kind of like a dead face, you know. It was just real cool. But yeah, this episode should just focus, I'm assuming, just heavily on
The bleeding won't stop.
Frieren for the most part.
This is the end.
But damn, was the
It would seem
blast
your plan has failed rather
that big
badly.
last episode?
Yes, perhaps. But Frieren won't make it out unscathed. By this hour, I'm sure she and Lady Aura have begun to clash. Decades ago, we were forced to retreat by the party of heroes. But this time, she has no heroes to hide behind.
Hmm. Damn,
I do
hide
admit your
behind.
ally poses a threat to us, but her mana is no match for my ladies. If Frieren attacks her head-on, she'll most certainly lose the fight.
In that case, I have no doubt my mistress will win.
I mean, I
She
think
would
he's
never directly engage a demon, especially not one that's so powerful. She'll kill Aura by tricking her.
even still. I feel. Oh, that's true.
Nonsense.
That's what they were just
I know
hinting
this
at
mage.
the
Frieren the
beginning.
Slayer has never once fought us from the shadows. Why then do I feel something is wrong?
But I wonder if that's true. Like if
This girl's mana is weak. Yet I was overwhelmed by the sheer number of her rapid attacks.
um
How was she able to execute such powerful magic without exhausting her mana?
if Frieren were to attack head on,
I
like
see.
if it's really
Is
true
such a
that
thing
her
even possible? So Frieren does the same. Too afraid to fight fair. Both
um
you and your teacher are a disgrace to the title of mage.
I assure you, Mistress Frieren knows that better than anyone else.
Like if it's really true that like that Aura's mana is just that much more powerful than Frieren's.
What horrors await today? This is an Elven Village.
I believe I said that before, like something about either Frieren, I think it was Frieren, like having some, or like knowing how to pretty much
Basalt the Throne, a
exert
general of the Demon King's
like
army.
mana without losing it
He must
somehow.
have
I
led
think
his
it was like
forces
last
here to
episode or
destroy
two
this
episodes
town.
ago.
Speak up, girl. Was it you who killed him? You look near dead yourself.
Oh, so this was before they even knew each other. God damn, look at that.
Good bit of mana you have there.
That's
You must be
insane.
powerful. You took them head on, didn't you?
So this is
Brilliant
she
disguise. That was a foolish mistake.
when she undertook her
I don't know
then.
why people prefer an honest playing field. Run or hide or take them by surprise. You're working both safer and smarter if you do. I can't understand the way strong mages think. Well, you should. Huh? You should understand exactly how I think. I'm certain
God
you
damn.
are far more powerful a mage than I.
Like so I think she's saying like she just knows how to like preserve it really well.
And what makes you say that?
Like her
Call
mana.
it a hunch. Interesting.
Like without showing it,
Have a name?
like without like how do I phrase it?
What happened to the village?
Like she knows
Its
like not how
people
to
did.
waste it, I think
Not
is
even
what
the women and children were spared.
they're saying right now.
I couldn't save them. Being their strongest didn't do me any good. Trying to save them at all was silly. If it were me, one sight of those monsters would have sent me for the hills. Put me down. No. You have potential. You're going to be my apprentice. Don't forget I saved your life. If I hadn't shown up, you would be sharing a grave with that demon. You failed to protect your village and nearly yourself. You would have died in vain. But luckily, I was there to assist. Behind us. These are stronger than the general you killed.
Oh shit.
Fascinating creatures, aren't they? They fully intended to catch us off guard by concealing their mana until just before they struck. But the moment they realized we were mages, they waltzed out into the open with grandeur. They are cunning and they never play fair. But every last one of them has a ridiculous sense of pride when it comes to magic.
You
Mm.
may leave, human mage. Once you put
Oh,
down the elf girl, that is.
that one was a female.
And you'll let me go free if I do as you say.
Massacre the elves. Now. Those were the Demon King's orders. Your existence matters
Yeah, so
not.
he knows they're a threat then,
How
if that's the
thoughtful.
case. I wonder how fast she's gonna get rid of him though.
You were right before. I'm painfully aware of how a powerful mage thinks. Much like I'm aware of how these creatures think. I know the absolute faith they have in these magics they've poured their lives into studying. In other words, I know they're an arrogant and overconfident breed.
God dang. Dude, that was
Frieren.
insane.
They lacked your perception and quickly judged me a weakling. Though I admit they were exceptional mages, their overconfidence cost them their lives. By controlling the release of your mana, you hid your strength so they didn't see you as a threat.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's something
I
that
deceive
Frieren
and
doesn't
kill
know how
my
to do at
enemies
this
by
point.
allowing them to miscalculate my power. It is a cowardly and unfair way to fight.
But I
and
wonder
makes
if
a
now we're
mockery
gonna be
of
able
the
to
art
see
of
that
magic
though from
itself.
like maybe Aura's eyes perhaps. Like in the current time.
Your injuries are looking much better. I'd say it's time we begin your training. Flamma? You mean master.
Okay, back to this. Back to this then.
The demons took all that I've ever known from me. Me too. I wish to eradicate every last one. Me too. But I love magic and hold great respect for it. You and I are the same. That's why we should be the only ones who can make a mockery of it. Protect it through cowardice. What do you suppose I should do to train? Try limiting the mana you release to 1/10 of its typical volume. Impressive. You're controlling it well. I imagine any elf could do something so simple. While you do that, you'll spend time on fundamentals. Work to raise the base of your mana. Is that really all? Easy enough. Do I stop suppressing my mana whenever I feel like it, or whenever you tell me to? It'll get tiring if I do it for too long. You'll do it for as long as I have. For life.
Damn.
If you can, you'll fool demonkind for the rest of your days.
That's crazy.
I sense Lord Lugnier is dead.
But she can't do that with Aura,
Sorry, like the
obviously,
rest
because
of your executioners.
they met before.
Do you see your failure, Aura?
So like, I think she obviously knows
I do.
how
'Tis a shame
how
indeed.
strong she is.
However, if I defeat you here and now, their sacrifice won't have been for naught. At the beginning of our skirmish, you made it your priority to release as many immortal soldiers from my control as you could. All that work cost you. Was it wise to expend so much of your mana right in front of me?
She probably
The
has
scales of obedience.
an
When
insane
two
amount of
souls are
mana
placed
though.
opposite each other, whichever
Frieren.
has more mana forces the other to submit.
Like, what if she has like
Only someone with as much mana as Aura could handle this sort
what
of
if she has
risky
like double the
magic so
amount of
casually?
mana that
Generally
Aura
speaking,
does,
a person's mana
or even
increases
more?
in proportion to time spent training.
Especially
I can feel
especially
the
too,
power
because like,
pouring off her. She's a great demon who
because
has
who
lived
knows
for
how
over
long
500 years
Frieren's
and
been
has spent the majority
suppressing
of that
it.
time training. 500 years. That's fairly long-lived for her kind. I doubt she's been challenged before.
But that's nothing compared
I
to
can tell that much from the mana
to
overflowing
Frieren
from
though.
her
Like
body.
I would imagine.
She has no tricks up her sleeve, as demons don't conceal their mana.
It just
They
depends
can't
on how
afford
long
to.
ago
I pity you.
she met Flammu.
Oh, Salisa.
Watch the freaking scale just tip one side.
Master?
I mean, it's leading up to
Demons are
that.
quite cunning creatures.
That's
are
why
they
it keeps
not?
cutting back to
So why
this.
haven't they thought to constantly suppress their mana like you do? I'm sure they would if they could. Demons are individualists by nature, but form the frailest connections needed to stand a chance against humankind. The barest society needs what to function? Order, I suppose. That's right. Even an organization of monsters needs someone of importance to lead it. Humans need the same. Importance is determined by status and wealth. In our world, those who have both get to rule. Look at that well-dressed fellow.
I just realized too
He's clearly important.
is Frieren
But humans have no
wearing
innate way of
Flamma's
showing that.
earrings?
So, for others to know he's someone of note, he has to put on
I
the
think they look
trappings of rank.
similar, if not
Demons are different then.
like the exact
Despite their
same.
performance of civilization, demons haven't changed a bit since beasthood. Might makes right. Far more straightforward than us humans. You can tell who's strong by looking at them. Through their mana? Mana is everything to their kind, much like status and wealth are to ours. It's dignity itself. Now there is a chance they may temporarily suppress their mana for the sake of stealth, but none are foolish enough to forfeit their standing to constantly suppress their power. It's the difference between a noble sneaking out into town in disguise and that same noble debasing themselves by abandoning their station entirely. Demons know nothing of charity.
I wonder though.
Never
I wonder
grant
though if
to
this is
those with little
hinting
mana.
at
Their world is a cold and cruel one.
a demon like
So, the
actually
stronger an
suppressing their
individual
mana
is,
like in the
the more
future though.
desperate they are to show it off. Unlike us, for them there's no benefit in constantly suppressing their mana. The thought doesn't so much as cross their minds. In a way, I pity them, just as we are bound by the places we live and the clothing we can afford. Demons are bound by mana. Magic is the very lifeblood of their species, but for all their unrivaled love for it, the poor fools can't even control their mana. Frieren, you're very lucky you aren't a demon.
I know I am. I couldn't deceive them if I were.
It's been 3 years since you began suppressing your mana. I suppose I was right about you after all.
So like I bet she's net to she has yet to even
You've grown
like
much better at that.
not suppress it then, like from that point.
Now tell me, you still love
But I would
magic, don't you?
imagine the
That
aura
was
fight
rather
is
out
gonna
of
we're
the
gonna
blue,
first see
Master.
just a glimpse of it, even for like a split second, I bet.
Yes, somewhat.
Your confidence has waned over time. Long ago, you told me you loved the craft with fervor.
It's only been 50 years since then.
A smart girl. All this time, and the only thing I've taught my apprentice to do is fight. Magic fit for revenge.
Is that something you regret?
Not a bit. No one's better suited to hold on to the secrets of my magic than you. You're going to live a long life. Perhaps someday you'll become strong enough to defeat the Demon King. Frieren, I do have one request.
What is it?
All I ask is that you plant flowers around my grave.
That doesn't seem like you.
I know. Frieren, I have a spell that creates a field of flowers. To tell you the truth, it's actually my favorite one. My parents taught it to me when I was a girl. It's what made me fall in love with magic.
And I'd like you to teach it to me.
Listen to me, Frieren. You must never seek to leave your mark on history. There's safety in obscurity. And once you've finally defeated the Demon King, rest assured the whole world shall know your name.
Damn. So even now, I'm noticing that she doesn't have any earrings on. Oh damn, look at that.
I've heard a seasoned mage lives somewhere in these woods. Is that mage you?
Oh,
Seasoned in the sense I've been around, perhaps, but I've done precious little with my
that's
years.
this is cool.
I'm in no way exceptional.
What do you think, Hunter? I would say she has approximately 1/5 of the mana I do. Fairly middle of the road.
Way to make a first impression. Now move along. You don't have business with a mediocre mage, do you?
No, but you're easily the strongest mage I've ever laid eyes on.
And what would make you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Oh wait, I want to go back and look at that again because they might have been showing stuff that we've never seen before in those little uh like flashes right there. I'm not too sure.
You seem awfully happy with yourself. Are you so certain you'll win, Aura?
We'll find out soon enough. Frieren the Slayer. It's been 80 years since you made your first meaningful appearance in this world. With the party of heroes, you defeated
Just thinking
the
about it
Demon
now,
King.
even back
It makes
then,
one wonder
she
just
was
how
still
long
suppressing
you
her
had to
mana,
study your
so
magic. Unfortunately for you,
Like she
it
just
matters not how many years you've
she
managed to
still
survive.
thinks like,
Your mana tells me everything I need to
yeah,
know.
like
I can
she
see
only
it
judges her
clearly.
by her mana.
There is no question you are an exceptional
Well, she
mage,
doesn't realize she's
but your mana itself
ever
is
been
unimpressive.
suppressing it though.
I would wager you've had no more than 100 years training. Not only that, it's been 80 years and you haven't grown a bit.
That's
Were you
crazy.
honing other skills instead of increasing your mana?
It's
Or
about
were
to
you
be so
throwing your
heavy
life away?
on Frieren side.
Just as expected, you are absolutely no match for me.
It's about to tip like out of nowhere probably. Like as soon as Frieren like releases it.
As you can see, I win. I shall consider it an honor to sever the head of the Slayer myself. I'm shocked that it wasn't even necessary to exhaust her mana. I needn't have been so cautious. Though she did defeat a
I
decent
mean,
amount
I
of my
wouldn't say that.
troops. I'll have to replenish them later.
She's about to eat her words.
What's this?
Yeah.
The scales are starting to tip in her direction.
You're the one who opted to gamble with my soul, Aura. To tell you the truth, I would have been in real trouble if you had tried to overwhelm me with numbers. I'm grateful for your overconfidence when it comes to your mana. Now I can finally defeat you.
Oh, can you now?
You really should have figured it out. I've been suppressing my mana. A grave miscalculation on your part, Aura.
Valiant last-ditch effort. But there's no chance that could have escaped my notice. There wasn't a hint of the instability or variation in your mana output that comes with suppression.
I'm surprised. Demons are capable of observing mana with such accuracy. Seems my master was right in her methods after all. I've spent the better part of my life in a constant state of suppression. It has become natural for me.
You're dimmer than I thought. Why would you ever do something so foolish?
Foolish, yes, but powerful. It lets me defeat your kind.
She's sweating now
This is
too.
absurd. I'm a great demon who has lived for over 500 years.
Ara, the one standing before you,
God.
is a great mage who's lived for over 1,000.
Dude, that's nuts. Dude, that's fucking massive. Holy shit.
Frieren, just as demons deceive mankind with their words, you must deceive them with your mana.
Ara, kill yourself.
Yo.
This can't be. No. How could I ever?
Damn, dude. Oh, that's so fucking sick. Damn, okay, because I was thinking that's where the episode was gonna end, because that's like the one clip I had seen before ever watching the show. It was like whenever Frieren tells someone to kill herself, and I figured it might have been her, but like yeah, it was it ended up being her. But damn, dude, that was that was amazing. That was sick. But yeah, gonna keep just checking these episodes out, putting them out as soon as possible. Uh, yeah, peace.